Another episode of Nightcap. The Indiana Pacers take a commanding 3-1 lead, 130-121. Boy, what a night for Tyrese Haliburton, Pascal Siakam, and Benedict Mathurin. They carried the Pacers to a victory, and they're one win away from going to the NBA Finals. Wow, what a ball game. I am your favorite unk, Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. And as normal, joining us to break it all down, Iso Joe, Arkansas Little Rock native, University of Arkansas alum, and he's here to talk to us how Indiana was able to come back and do this, giving up the big lead they had in Game 3, but they came back and basically led from start to finish the entire night, and they get it done, and they're one win away from going to the NBA Finals. Guys, please make sure you subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Every subscriber counts. We want to thank you, each and every one at Nightcap. Want to thank you guys for your support, your continued support, because without you, there is no Nightcap. And what we've been able to accomplish in just a short amount of time is thanks to your support, your eyes, your ears, and your word of mouth. Thank you very much, and hopefully you continue that support. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. Now, if you cannot find it in a city or state near you, order it online and we'll ship it directly to your door. But you best believe we will be shortly in a city or a state near you. It's a very special premium VSOP cognac, best on the market. Try it. You will not be disappointed. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Make sure you go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. That link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. So please make sure you grab yours while supplies last. Pacers beat the Knicks 130-121 to take a 3-1 series lead. They head back to MSG, advance to their first NBA Finals since 2000. The first player in NBA history with a triple-double and 0 turnovers in a conference finals, Tyrese Haliburton. We talked about Ocho the other night. He needed to be more aggressive. That was not aggressive what he had the other night.
Yes, sir.
Tonight, he had 15 in the first quarter. He had 20 in the first half. I say, now this is the Tyrese Haliburton that I wanted to see in Game 3. But it doesn't matter. He showed up tonight. 32 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds, 0 turnover. Pascal Siakam said, ain't no fun if I can't have none. Man, hey, let me come to the party too. 30 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. He was 11 of 21 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the three-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Hey, Miles Turner, he had 13, but Mathurin played his best game in a long, long time. In only 12 minutes, 5 of 8 from the floor, 10 of 11 from the free throw line, 20 big points. Ocho, we talked the other night also, Joe, you weren't on. I said, Ocho, look, they only had 4 guys in double figures. They had 5 tonight. And see, that team, 16, 13. But you got 32 from Haliburton, you got 30 from Siakam, and you got 20 from Mathurin. And that was enough to overcome the 31 points that Jalen Brunson had. Cat had another big game again, 24 points, 12 rebounds. OG had 22. Mikal Bridges had 17. Josh Hart off the bench was 12 and 11, but it was not enough. The Pacers basically lead from start to finish, and they just have that ability to, like, when the game get close, to take off and make it double digit again.
Yeah.
Joe, what did you like about what the Pacers did tonight?
Man, Ocho, it seemed like the Pacers understood the assignment, especially Haliburton, Siakam. You know, them dudes came out, Naismith, they came out and set the tone early. You know what I mean? They got off to a pretty good start. I thought Cat getting in foul trouble early, you know, hurt the Knicks, but you get Mathurin coming off the bench playing the way he played tonight. He hadn't played well this series.
He has not.
This was a great coming out party for him. He was aggressive. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all another thing I like about Mathurin. He a little borderline dirty.
Oh, yeah.
He a little borderline dirty out there. Hey, but I love it though, Uncle Ocho. You know what I mean? Because for the Pacers, they got a lot of dogs over there, man. He came off that bench. and he gave them everything that they needed. I thought his energy, effort, carried over throughout the whole entire game. And Haliburton was unbelievable. I mean, the triple, not just an average triple double. That's a big dog triple double.
It wasn't no,
Know what I mean?
no turnovers. That's a 15 assists and no turnovers.
Yeah.
And if he got 15 assists, that means he's helping other guys get
easy buckets. Yep.
You know what I mean? So that means he had plenty of help tonight. I thought he got off to a great start. He was very aggressive today in game 4 versus last game 3. So I'm sure he heard you guys. You know what I mean? He came out with it on his mind, and ultimately he controlled the game from start to finish.
He's like, hey, I got Pops back. They freed Pops. Pops was in Pops was incarcerated. He had Ocho, he had to spend 8 days in the county. And so, they got him up out the county. And so now you saw what he did. He was asked after the game whether having his dad back in the building helped him in game 4. Hell yeah. Aaron Nesmith, remember the other night, Nesmith and Nembhard, they didn't play well. Both of those guys were in single digits. Now you get Aaron Nesmith. He gave you 16 big points. And when you combine, because they're killing the Knicks off the bench. You got Mathurin had 20. That's 20, let's see, 8, 10, that's 30. They got 36 points off the bench tonight. When you combine the 36 points off the bench and you got a 32-point performance from Tyrese Haliburton, you got a 30-point performance from Pascal Siakam, that's 62 points right there from your big guns. And you got 36 off the bench. So now if my starters give me anything, I got 16 from Naismith. I got 13 from Miles Turner. Now, you really needed to have Jalen Brunson and Cat to have one of those 43-point, 36-point game to try to overcome what the Pacers do collectively. Ocho, the Knicks fought. I mean, they got it down, they cut it down, they got it down to like 5. But then again, the Pacers could just run away with it. Listen, what do you think happened with the Knicks this game? Because it seemed like they came out, tried to keep it close for as long as they could, but it just seemed like they don't have that gear that the Pacers have.
They don't have the gear, and they also don't have the consistency off the bench. Jalen Brunson has to be on point. Cat, you got to stop with the dumb fouls. I'm looking at Cat. You grabbing people's arm. You down there wrestling in the paint instead of you sitting there wrestling in the paint with your arm in the air. Just reset your arm, man. Just reset your arm. Unnecessary fouls are being called. The first 3 quarters, they did. Let's talk about the first half. Knicks did what they could to keep the game close. But towards the end of each quarter, not only are the Knicks losing in transition towards the end of each quarter in the first half, the goddamn Pacers going to goddamn run, Joe. Going to run it in the goddamn quarter. Third quarter, same thing. In the third quarter, the goddamn Pacers, they try to keep it close. Pacers going to goddamn run it in the goddamn quarter. And in the fourth, they did what they needed to do. But that goddamn Haliburton, now we just had a conversation last night, Joe. We talked about superstars versus star. And my dumb ass had the nerve to say he's not in the conversation with the superstars in the league. Based on tonight's performance, now I know it's just one game, but he's been very consistent in his play throughout the whole season. Not just what we saw from the night, but I think we need to have a conversation again about Haliburton being a superstar and not just a star. I called him just a star last night. And man, listen, what he was able to do tonight, man, Siakam, that goddamn Nembhard, he contributed as well. Stressed the goddamn New York defense, making it easy for everybody else offensively for the Pacers to be able to shoot their shot. Because
we talked about Pascal Siakam in game 2. He had 39 big points, and then he come up a little small in game 3. And it's like, nah, Pascal. Now I'm not asking you to go get 39, but I will take 31. But he played. He was aggressive. He was aggressive tonight, and that's what the Pacers need. First of all, your 2 best players need to carry you. It's really as simple as that. And then whatever we get from the Nesmiths, whatever we get from the Nembhard, the Mathurin, the Miles Turner, but your 2 best players got to do the heavy lifting. When the Lakers, it was Kobe and Shaq doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Robert Horry chipped in. Derek Fisher chipped in. Rick Fox chipped in. They had a lot of guys chipping in. But your 2 guns got to fire. When you talking about the Heat, just a second, Ocho. We talk about the Heat. It was D Wade and LeBron for the most part. And then we go get Chris Bosh go chip in. Then we go get Mike Miller helping out. We'll get, you know what? Hey, Rio, give us one of them 20-point games. We need that right now. But your big guns need to fire more time than often. And again, in this ball game, that's what happened. Go ahead, Ocho.
Joe, I got a question for you, and I got a question for you too, and those in the chat that understand the game of basketball. How come Pascal Siakam and Haliburton could look the way they did tonight, understanding that we both have to play well, we both have to be aggressive. That's the top two guns. And then we watch the goddamn Wolves last night, and Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards understanding they need to have games similar to what Pascal and goddamn Haliburton had tonight. Why is it much easier, or it seems much easier, for Siakam and Haliburton to do what they did tonight as opposed to Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle? Are we saying is the Knicks that soft or that easier of an opponent as opposed to the goddamn Thunder, where it seems Anthony Edwards and goddamn Julius Randle to do what they do? And I don't know. Obviously, I know everybody gets paid to play the game, but when I think about Anthony Edwards, as great as he is, he should be able to do what Haliburton did tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I think Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle, especially Anthony Edwards, because they corralling and trapping him so much, making him give up the ball, he got to pick his spots a lot faster, Uncle Ocho.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, once you get a crease, you got to go on the attack because they sitting. One thing they not going to do, they not going to let him play. So, yep, he making the right play. He getting off the ball. He getting other guys involved, but they doing what they want as far as holding him to where he's not that effective offensively, to where he's not exploding. Okay, cool. If McDaniel's gonna beat us, we're gonna let him beat us. If these other guys gonna beat us, we're gonna let them. But we're not gonna let you play this series. But back to the Knicks and Pacers, I think the pace is just it was too fast for the Knicks to start the game.
4-1.
They can't keep up with that pace, man. They look good that first half, that first quarter, second quarter, but I knew at some point it would catch up to them. And to start the third quarter, they come out here just careless mistakes that the Pacers made them pay for. They went on 13-0 run that quick. Next thing you know, now they're in an uphill climb. Well, they don't have that type of firepower to really fight back. I know, the home team hasn't played great in this series, but I just felt like the Pacers understood, man. They were aggressive from the start, and they knew what was at stake. They knew they couldn't go back to New York with no tied up series. So they played like it tonight. Hey, look, we got to give Naismith a lot of credit too, man. I know we all done dealt with injuries throughout our career, and when you roll that ankle and the side of that ankle sit on their flow like that, hey, man, that's tough to come. That's tough to compete with. You know what I mean? I don't know if they shot him up, but I thought he got off to a great start, Uncle Ocho, to start the game. I thought his defense was great. His defense was great on Brunson. He made shots, and he was still active. He was still active on both ends. Man, the Pacers look good tonight, guys. They look good. They look like a team who's prepared to, kind of finish this series off, and I just loved everything about it tonight.
I agree.
Hey,
Go ahead, Ocho.
Now, you think about the length and how good, obviously, I'm assuming, well, I'm not sure that the Knicks can come back and win this series. How good and lengthy the defense is for the Thunder. Do you still think they'll be able to have the game of basketball, the game of runs, the transition, the second chance points as they had against the Knicks, against the Thunder, being that I think they're better suited?
The Thunder match up better because the Thunder got wing defenders. You got Caruso, you got Dort, you got Jalen Williams, you got Wiggins.
Right.
They match up much better.
So much better. Okay, that's where. So that answers my question. That answers my question again. That's why Haliburton and goddamn Pascal Siakam look the way they do against the Knicks, because it's somewhat of a lopsided matchup for them defensively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think also here's the thing: the what OKC is doing, they're not allowing Anthony Edwards to play 1-on-1. If you want to play 2-on-1, have at it. But you're not going to play 1-on-1. But if you go back and look at what Shea is doing, they're letting him play 1-on-1. They're letting him go. McDaniels, you got him. You our best defender. You take him 1-on-1. Bro, he's the MVP for a reason. He had the most 20, 30, 40, 50-point games this year. So you're allowing their best player, and the really great players all can play 1-on-1. You better not let them play 1-on-1, and you better not let them get a rhythm early. Because if you let them get a rhythm early, I don't care what you do to them late, you can't bother them. So they're already in the rhythm. Now, you see, they don't look at Haliburton as a superstar, so they're going to let him play 1-on-1. They're going to try to trap. They don't do a good enough job of getting the ball.
A few times.
They tried to trap him sometime, but you see how he getting that three? He let the three ball go. He had 12 3-point attempts. Now you got to push up on him. Now he has the ability to get, you see how he got to the rim?
Go right by you.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to give up something. And because he had those assists, guys were knocking down shots. So they were a lot more reluctant. Because remember the other night, Ocho, they were 5 of 25 from the three.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, they were 13 of 32. So that's 40% versus 20%. 20%. So you see the big difference in that, because now not only is he aggressive looking for his shot, when they bring it, he knows where they're coming from. Now he's kicking and guys getting wide open look threes. He did an unbelievable job tonight of running this offense. Guys did a great job of knocking down shots. This is what you go get a Pascal Siakam for. This is what you and this is what you bench. Your role players, you're at home, you're expected to play well. Teammate TJ McConnell, hey, I know he's gonna give you 3, he's gonna give you 6, he's gonna play hard. He's gonna make the plays that's presented to him. But Pascal Siakam, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 3 or 4 from the 3-point line. Only Reggie Miller and Paul George have more 30.5 rebound playoff games as a Pacer. They really, really, really needed that tonight. They needed Pascal Siakam, because you remember when they started making that run, it was him that came back in and hit that big 3, guys. Remember that big 3?
Yeah.
And it pushed the lead right back to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wonder, when I'm watching, I'm like, I wonder why Pacers still selling for all these long threes. You up 7. Why you keep shooting these? They shot like 3 threes in a row. I'm like, man, y'all got to get to the cup, man. Put the pressure on these.
And
boys.
they in foul trouble. And I know the play you talking about, they were up 13, and Haliburton came down the court and shot a 29-footer.
Yeah.
Haliburton was saying, I'm going to break y'all back right now.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He trying to go and get him out of there. But, Matthew was playing good. He was feeling good. He shot, I thought, what was an un-ill-advised shot in the corner, because they had the lead. All they got to do is take their time now. Keep putting pressure on these dudes, because they all in foul trouble and they don't want to foul. So just keep attacking.
And you're already in the penalty. You got them in the penalty.
Yeah.
So there's really no need to shoot a three. Get something going to the back. Now, I saw a lot of times they call some ticky-tack stuff, and then there's sometimes they let them play football. I was like, well, damn.
Man. Hey, it's physical out there.
I said, well, damn.
It seemed like the refs choose. They pick and choose based on the momentum and where the game is at the time, when to let them play.
Yeah.
Then if you think about it, when you think about the game of football, hell, the goddamn refs can call the goddamn flag on every play.
Yeah.
Or every single play if you wanted to be technical. So in basketball, you could tell exactly when the refs are letting them boys play, on both ends of the court.
Yeah, I think. Hey, look, to me, this the best series.
No, it's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, this is so competitive. You don't know who's gonna win because the home teams hadn't been playing great, and the Pacers came out tonight. Like I said, with it on their mind, knowing that, man, ain't no way we can go back to New York with this series tied 2-2. Obi
Toppin hit a big 3 too. Obi Toppin hit that 3 because it was late out of Haliburton found him. He stepped back behind the 3-point line, let it go, shot it with confidence, and hit that 3. I was like, okay, now.
Yeah. They very active on defense too, fellas. You know what I mean? Like, they getting steals, they in the passing lane, they just wrecking havoc, throughout the whole game. Even when the Knicks come down and score, they still fast.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The Pacers they beating them back down the court. I'm like, what the Knicks doing? See, it's such a frantic pace that the Knicks have a hard time keeping up, so they have to try to find a spot where they can rest. And you can't rest on offense.
Let them rest. Because they're looking to push the ball, Joe, make or miss. They'll take it out the net and push it, or they'll get it off the glass and push it. But one way or another, they're going to push the tempo. And that's what, and when you're not used to playing, because look, a lot of times, they get that ball, they get into the head as soon as they possibly can. Because, and you see what you call him is doing. He's trying to play more guys now. He knows his guys are playing at that frenetic pace, and it's not conducive for playing a lot of minutes. You look at him now. He normally plays 7 guys. He played about. I'm not counting Princess Achua, the 2 minutes he played. He played 9 guys tonight. You see the difference. You see now that pace is like, and only OG played 40 minutes. Normally, Mikal Bridges playing 43 minutes. Jalen Brunson playing 39 to 41 minutes. You see the difference in the ball. Tim knows this pace And me grinding these guys, 9 guys, and trying to play 40-plus minutes is really not conducive because the Pacers play. They're going to play 8, 9, 10 guys. That's who they are.
Yeah.
That's what they've been all year. There's no reason for them to deviate from that. But I thought tonight they came out on a mission. They did not want to go back 2-2 to Madison Square Garden because now we really, really have an effing series. And they says, you know what?
Yeah.
Now, if the mindset you got to have, I'm trying to end it. I'm trying to end it in MSG. I don't want to come back. I know everybody, they want to do it in front of my home crowd. Celebrate, go to the arena. I don't know what the arena is called. Go there. We put it up on the big Jumbotron, and y'all can watch it and celebrate. But no, I'm trying to end this thing Thursday. I think they play Thursday. So I'm trying to end it Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know who the Pacers strength and conditioning coach is, but he need an extra little chunk.
He need a bump in pay.
Yeah, he need to bump his pay because they basically a 4x1 team. You know, the starters go in there, they the first leg. Then the bench, the bench come in, they the second leg.
All of them build alike. Siakam, Haliburton, they all build alike. They Miles Turner, they long and angular.
And they up and down.
They ain't got no heavy set guys, no big body guys.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know who the GM is, but he does a great job. Guys that need to fit. We need guys that can. And the thing is that you look at Siakam. He can defend. Nesmith, he's there to defend. Miles Turner can protect the paint. Nembhard can defend. Matburn, he can defend. So they got guys, and they got a high flyer. Obi Toppin coming off the bench. TJ McConnell is a pest. He's going to give you everything that he got. And like I said, they really needed this because Matburn has not been playing. Remember, he got kicked out of the game in Cleveland with the low blow. I think who was that on? Oh, it was on the guy they got from Atlanta, Hunter.
Oh yeah, Hunter.
And so he got kicked out of the game. So he really hadn't had a rhythm, but he had 11 free throw attempts off the bench. That lets you know he's extremely, and he only played 12 minutes. That tells me he's extremely aggressive. He's looking to get to the cup. He's like, man, my shot ain't falling. Let me get something easy.
Yeah. Hey, looked like somebody was in his ear and told him, hey, look, man, we need you to come out here, put your head down, go to work. And he did that. Like I say, hey, Ocho, not borderline. Boy, he dirty. He dirty. Hey, but I love it though. Hey, he could play on my team any day.
Like
you hear me?
When you say dirty, you mean dirty like Draymond?
He ain't trying to hurt nobody, but he ain't trying to help nobody up either.
Now he gonna slam you to the floor and then help you up at the same time. You all right? Fine, let me help you. Let me get. Hey, he one of them. Hey, them the worst dudes to play against because boy, they know what they doing out there.
He doesn't back down. He does not back down. He doesn't matter who the superstar is, who the player he's going against. He feels he belongs on the court and he's gonna play accordingly. So it doesn't matter if it's LeBron, if it's Kevin Durant, or whomever he has to guard. It does not matter to him. He doesn't let your reputation dictate how he plays the game. And that's what you could appreciate about this young man. But I thought, they set the tempo early. Rick Carlisle has done a great job. You see the guys, Haliburton played 38 minutes. And he played the most minutes, but you got 18 minutes from Toppin. Bradley, Tony Bradley gave you 10 minutes. McConnell gave you 19. Matburn gave you 12. Even Shepherd gave you 14 minutes tonight.
Yeah. I think if Mathurin plays like this off the bench, I don't know if he's gonna have 20 every night. He was only 5 for 8. I know he shot 11 free throws. They're gonna be a tough team to beat, Uncle Ocho. If he comes out and he competes like this from the rest of the series, man, the sky's the limit for the Pacers. Now you hope your big guns, continue to give you great production like they did. I don't know if they're gonna average 30, but they can be somewhere close to it. They got so many guys who can beat you. It's just tough to play against this Pacers team because they're so gritty defensively and offensively. They move the ball, they play the right way, and it's hard to key on one guy because you really don't know who's going to beat you.
You don't know. You never know because there's so many. I mean, like tonight, you get 32. You get 32 from Haliburton, and you got 30 from Siakam. But normally, it's a guy in the 23 to 25, and you got 19, 17, 18, 16, 13, 12. You normally have 6 guys in double figure. High guy might have 23, low guy might have 12. But you got 6 guys in double figures. Right. And so when you don't know, well, who they going to get a ball to? The open guy. So who do we key on? You better pay attention to everybody because everybody is a lot. And see, it's great playing. Ocho, look. you and I, we were pretty much always the number one receiver, the number two receivers. But when you know that quarterback, you know what? Man, I know Ocho the guy, but you know they double Ocho, they gonna come to me. It's something in you that tells you like, man, I got a real chance to get this ball.
Yeah.
The Pacers, every last one of the Pacers, if you're on the court, they really believe they can get the ball.
You know why though? You know why? Because that point guard, he's a pass first point guard. He always Ocho. When you watch Haliburton play, Uncle Ocho, y'all watch him. When he get the rebound and he get the ball, the first thing goes up is his eyes. He's looking up the court because he's trying to see who's open. He gonna kick it ahead. He gonna make the right play every time. And then if it's not there, he gonna come down, run his pick and roll, or whatever you give him, he gonna take it. He shot some deep threes tonight. 2-3 feet behind. 2-3 feet behind the line. I was like, hold on, but when they go in, you like, okay.
I mean, you look at it like I said. He got that Kevin Martin shot. It's not aesthetically pleasing. It's not a Steph Curry. It's not Dame. It's not all that road that. But hey, and he shooting so damn high. I'm like, sometimes the camera lose sight of the ball. I'm like, well, damn.
Hey, listen. Every time he shoot Uncle Ocho, just watch his follow through. When we say follow through, leave your elbow above your eyebrow. I don't care what it look like, how he get it up there. His follow through it's the same every time. Every time.
So.
Hey, you know what's surprising too about Haliburton? You know, we hear about what the players said, the so-called players, call them, kind of
overrated,
overrated. And then you watch what he's been able to do on his team from an individual standpoint, and you look at the game he had tonight. To be able to be as aggressive as he was for 4 quarters, to be efficient, to be able to facilitate, to get his teammates involved, also be able to score as well. Then the motherfucker had the nerve not to turn the damn ball over. Like a goddamn video game.
Yep.
This ain't 2K. This is actually real. This is real basketball against other elite players that get paid as well. And you damn near had not a perfect game, but shit, you damn near perfect as if it's a video game.
But he's not a turnover guy. If you go back, he's had a lot of 15 assists, no turnovers. He has a lot of double-digit assists and no turnovers, or low turnovers. He's not a heavy turnover guy. Sometimes guys might have 10 assists and have 6 turnovers. That's not him. He's more apt to have 10, 11 assists, 1 to 2 turnovers. If he gets 3, you're like, well, damn, Hallie, what's going on? But go ahead, Joe.
I think the most impressive thing, Ocho, is that, he didn't have no turnovers, but to do that against the Knicks, who have long-rangey guys, defensive, that's impressive to play almost 40 minutes with 0 assists and have them have a big stat line. Yeah, that's impressive. But yes, I think Haliburton, even when he's not scoring the ball as well, he's still taking care of the rock and making sure he's facilitating for other guys. And tonight, he just kind of got it going. He had everything working. Going to the cup. He shot a couple mid-range jumpers. He shot them deep threes. Ocho, you can't double-team nobody like that because he got too many guys around him. And like I say, he's a willing passer. So that's what he wants. If you double-team, he's going to make the right play every time.
Hey, he's tall enough to see over it.
Hey, Uncle Joe, I don't mean to jump the gun like this, right? But as good as they are in transition, especially offensively, up and down the court, and as good as the Thunder are offensively as well, the long, lengthy, especially defensively, it can be a struggle, like it's a struggle for Anthony and Julius. How do you see the matchup? And I hate to jump the gun and jumping ahead when that series is not over, but how do you see the series playing out against the Thunder and the Pacers?
Well,
hey, look, go ahead.
They look. The Thunder got 6 guys that are really, really, really good on the wing. You got Lou Dort, you got Jalen Williams, you got Wallace, you got Wiggins, you got Caruso, you got Isaiah Joe. You got 6 guys that can defend, that can slide 1 through 3. So we've seen what they've done to Ant-Man. We've seen what they've done to Drew Randall. We saw them basically play a boxing 1 and say, Caruso, you got Jokic. This team, they're more alike than not. Now, Pacers don't have a Shea. That's the difference. Shea, you let him play one-on-one. They don't have a defender that can deal with him. If you let him play one-on-one, and that's where the Timberwolves are messing up because they believe McDaniels can deal with him, and he cannot. When a guy's in the MVP season and he's playing like he's playing, because guess what? He's always going to stay aggressive. At this point in time, he's chunked his efficiency out the window. I'm serious, Ocho. He's like, the hell with this efficiency. Dude shot 30. He got 40 points. He had 40 points, but it took him 30 shots. He said, I don't care. He said,
you can't.
We talked about it last night, Ocho. Only three things are going to happen when you're aggressive. You're going to make it, you're going to miss it, or you're going to get fouled.
Right.
Look how many times he went to the free throw line. So it would be a great matchup if it were to happen. I think it's over for the Wolves. I think that their series ends tomorrow. They're not going back to Minnesota. They're going back to Minnesota, but the Thunder will not be accompanying them. They're going back, but the Thunder's not coming with them. The Thunder's not going back to Minnesota until maybe October, November, December of next year, or this year. That's the next time you'll see the Thunder. I don't know if anybody lives. I don't know if any Thunder player is from the Minneapolis or Minnesota area, but they're not coming back. This series is going to end. Pacers got to be on their best behavior because the Knicks going to empty the tank on you. They're going to give you everything they got because, one game at a time. Hey, let's win this game and see what happens in Game 6. All I'm thinking about is Game 5.
Hold on, wait a minute now. It sounds like you have hope. Now I know I picked the Knicks to win the series, but the way things are looking, and I'm kind of jumping the gun and saying the series is over, but it sounds like you think the Knicks have a chance to come back.
Oh, they got a chance. Look, all the games have been close, Ocho. It's not like, it's not like the series on the other side, whether it's a 40-point win, it's a 30-point win. We've only had one game that we were watching in the fourth quarter. Right. We've had one game in which we were watching in the fourth quarter, and that was last night. Other than that, Ocho, that game was over in the first half. All the games, the game was over midway through the third quarter. So there hasn't been any suspense, any drama, I don't know, man. Ooh, this game could go either. No, that was last night, and that was like the last couple of minutes of the ball game. Yeah, because basically they kept them at bay. The Thunder kept them at bay for the entirety of the game. What you thinking, Ocho, about Joe? What you thinking about the defense for the Thunder versus this? If this were to be the matchup, Indiana and OKC.
Man, I'm leaning more toward the Thunder because they got a lot of guys that that offensively they can explode as well, but they're a little more polished, I think, Uncle Ocho than the Pacers. He may have threw his efficiency out the window. See, the one thing about him, he probably don't shoot the 3-ball well, Ocho, but he gonna get to the midi, man. He gonna shoot his midi all night long. You feel me? He gonna be able to stop that unless you're gonna double team him, but you ain't gonna double team him because he got too many guys who can score the ball as well. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard.
Who you put on him? Because you got to realize Shai's 6'7". So if you put Nesmith on him, he's going to be able to shoot over the top of him. You put Nembhard on him, he's going to be able to shoot over the top of him. You're probably if you probably going to start Siakam. You start Siakam and Miles Turner. Siakam probably will take Chet, and Miles Turner will take Hartenstein, and then
you start Naismith. You're gonna probably start Naismith on him. But I think the Chet Holmgren and Siakam, that's gonna be a tough matchup for Holmgren. Yeah. Because Siakam, he's more of a perimeter player. He's kind of slippery, when he plays. And I feel like that's gonna give Holmgren, a few problems. Yeah.
Plus Siakam, he's not used to playing a guy that can put the ball on the floor like Siakam can. Not only can he shoot the ball, but he can put the ball on the floor. And Holmgren is more apt. He wants to protect the paint. And so he's going to be playing a guy that's really not trying to play with a guy 7 foot tall. He's not trying to play with his back to the basket. Yeah. He's trying to get you out of the perimeter. He's trying to drag you to the deep, drown you out there. Yeah. So it's a very interesting matchup. But let these two teams finish it off, and then we can have this conversation. Kendrick Perkins doesn't think Anthony Edwards can be the face of the NBA. Perk said, you got to check the boxes when you're the face of the league. You know, we got to have a signature shoe. You got to be in commercials. You got to have highlights. You got to have a game. But you know what else you got to have? Got to be a role model and things outside the lines. Now, if you go down the list and check all the faces, you know, you look at Bird, Magic. I could have sworn I know a guy that said that last year. And everybody looked at me, Ocho, they killed me.
Wait, what they say?
I said this very same thing on ESPN. And people, I said, go back and look at I said, how many of the faces of the NBA weren't married? But anyway, let me finish on. You go look at Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, LeBron, Steph. What did they all have in common? They were family men. They were all married with kids. But see, when I said it, because I'm a football player, what do you know? I just followed the game. I've been following the game a lot longer, paying a lot closer attention. And when you go back and study the guys that's been the face of the league, what do they have in common? Why is it so easy for quarterbacks? Look at the quarterbacks, Ocho. Go back and study the quarterbacks that have been face of the league. What do they all have in common?
I told you.
Go back and study the NBA players, Joe. What do they have in common? But see, when I said it, and chat, y'all know I said it. Everybody, Stephen A. looked at me. Molly wanted to just like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, bro, all I'm saying is just go study it. Go look at the guys that's been the face of the league.
So I'm saying, what you think it is?
Hey, Joe, honestly, you know what I think it is? I think it's unwritten rule. Joe, you married, right, Joe?
No, I ain't married.
Listen,
Ocho.
but still,
he married. He just ain't got the paperwork, but he married. But go ahead, Ocho.
Okay, hello. All right.
But if you look at how things are going in your life, Joe, you understand God is blessing you, huh? You know, for some reason, things are always going right when you have stability, when you have a foundation to build on, right? Hey, when you talk about the football players, it ain't no goddamn coincidence. All the ones that are married or engaged, you notice how life is going? I'm not talking about on the field. How about off the field? Everybody you just named that's married, what Kendrick Perkins said. And you talk, hey, let me put my goddamn ring on. Shoot. But anyway.
Ocho, before you go any farther.
Yeah.
What quarterback just got engaged last year about to get married? He up in Buffalo.
Oh, Josh Allen. And what they doing?
Patrick Mahomes. What did Patrick Mahomes do, Ocho?
Man, it's not a coincidence, huh? But not only are they good at their craft, but
what did Tom Brady go do, Ocho? What did Peyton Manning do, Ocho?
Yeah, hey.
Elway, Marino, go back and study it. The only guy that you can definitively say, and I don't know if he was ever the face of the league, with Joe Namath at the quarterback position.
Hey, but Joe was a player.
Roger Staubach. Roger Staubach says, hey, I got one woman. Yeah.
Hey, listen. So, okay, I can see eliminating the distractions, things of that sort. But what is it? What is it?
Joe, you're not going to be able to get that because the people look at what did Tiger? Look at what did Tiger do? He went and got married, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did Tiger do? He went and got married. And when everything came, because he sold family, he sold security. That's what he sold. And when it didn't happen, everybody was up in arms. It wasn't that but it's what you sold us. You sold us, it's called stability. That's what you're selling. That's stability.
That's what I'm.
A guy that got a wife and got kids. Now, see, you might say, well, hey, I know I saw him X, Y, and Z. But the general public might not ever see him. Yeah. They see every time he does an interview, he got his daughter. Steph Curry. When Steph Curry started going to the playoffs and they go in the NBA, tell him who was sitting on that desk with him, who was right there beside him when he doing them interviews. Lil O'Reilly. Y'all remember that? Yeah. And his wife, Ayyyy, in the tunnel, gave him a kiss. You see that?
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Ocho. It ain't too late for.
Oh no. But I'm saying. I'm saying. Yeah.
He's at the tender age of 23, Ocho.
Oh. Wait.
He at the tender age. He still got some time.
I keep forgetting and only 23.
Yes.
And look, he done took his lumps and bruises throughout, the NBA seasons, the post seasons. He's been through some wars.
Yes.
time will come. They play great basketball, but yeah, they
Who
still got
they talking about? Hold on, Ocho. Who they talking about being the face? Tell the people at home, Ocho, SGA. Tell them what his status is. Is he checking the single box or he checking the married box? Tell him which one he checking, Ocho.
He married?
Absolutely, he is.
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I ain't know that.
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
What about Nikola Jokic? Is he married?
He married too?
What about Luka? Is he married?
Everybody. Hey,
Listen,
I'm going to get me some stability.
Go back and look at LeBron.
what you Ocho, you ready to jump that
Oh,
broom?
boy, I ain't playing, boy. January, boy. Matter of fact, I'm getting on my birthday.
When your birthday?
January 9th, 1968.
Yeah, that's the same birthday my son.
For real?
Bro. My son 18, just graduated high school this year.
Hey,
He's January.
that's my dog. Tell my dog tell my
think
birthday dog I say what's happening, man.
I tell him, but I got to watch y'all though, boy. Y'all sneaky, boy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Me?
Would you a Capricorn?
Yeah, but Capricorn, I hope, listen, signs don't really identify everybody that's born in that month. That's really not how it works.
I'm not saying all of it pertains to
Right.
you.
But y'all got a lot of similarities.
You think so?
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
No, because I'm not into signs. I don't know much about signs. You know, I hear it from time to time when you meet people, but I get along with everybody. Everybody loves me regardless of what sign they are. So
It's it.
I don't understand. I'm nothing like what they say Capricorns are like. I'm a good dude, and I'm just looking for stability.
Hey, I'm not saying
We ain't saying you a bad dude.
Okay.
I ain't saying you ain't a
Okay.
good dude. I think you a
Yeah,
good dude.
I'm a good dude.
Yeah, boy, we gotta watch you.
Yeah.
I'm
Like a hawk. But I know a guy said this, and I listed all the guys. A lot of the guys that Perk named, I listed those guys. That's what happens when you let a football guy talk about basketball. Now there's a basketball guy. See, look. Obviously, it touched the nerve. I'll just go back and look at the face of the NBA and tell me what they were. Take football aside. Tell me the guy that's been the face of the NBA that did not display stability. Tell me the guy.
Hey, I'm with you when you're right.
Hey, do you think Anthony Edwards could be the first one to change that?
Boy, there's family value, there's morals, and some people just don't. I mean, it's different. It's different. Yeah. But they say the problem is a lot of people. They said, they're trying to destroy the family nuclear.
No, I mean, listen. Everyone operates at a different frequency, Everybody.
Okay, you can operate that. You just can't be the face of the NBA. You can operate that. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
And I think that's a large part of why he doesn't, because he doesn't. I don't want to do that. I still want to go to my little dives, hole in the wall. Y'all don't see me. I got my shades on.
Right.
I'm tucked in the cut. I don't want all that. I don't want all of that comes along with being, because now you got people really out there trying to
in your business,
trying to lift the covers up so they can show the world what you're really doing, and then let the cover fall back down on you.
And him only, and only being 23, you have to move.
Yeah, he's 23.
Hey, hold on, you got to move completely different. Different once you cross that line over into marriage, into having stability, and you have to, at that age, with that kind of money, you're going to no.
And most of the guys that we talk,
he live in Atlanta too, huh?
Yeah. And the thing is, Ocho, a lot of these guys, LeBron knew Savannah since they were 14. Steph knew Ayyyy when they were teenagers.
Yeah.
Magic knew Cookie. Steph met, not Steph. Kobe met Vanessa his first or second year in the NBA. He's 19, 18, 19. She's a senior in high school or junior in high school. Ant-Man is 23. Man. You got to realize Kobe is 19, Ant-Man is 23. He meets somebody, he's like, okay, this is it for me. I met mine, got it.
Yeah.
How long Magic was dating Cookie in college?
Yeah.
So it's a different time now. It's hard, it's getting harder and harder to date because you don't know.
Yeah.
But I for
don't.
me, looking at it from a distance and studying the NBA like I have, and looking at faces of the NBA, go back and look at the guys that was the face of the NBA, and look at their home situation.
Yeah.
Now, hey, Joe, I want you to watch, right? You see,
Right.
I want you to pay attention. The people in the chat, I want you to pay attention to the difference in our cups. All our cups are runneth over right now. Everything is going good. Everything is going smooth. Now, I want you to see how life changes for your boy in 2026 when he crossed that broom. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
I want you to see how life changes for me. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention. Now, remember, I told you this.
You told me.
It's May 27th,
Yes.
2025. When I jump that broom after my birthday, I want you to see how life changes exponentially. And I want you to follow suit right behind me.
To throw my
Yeah. He gonna jump the broom. Matter of fact, we gonna jump at the same time.
Hey, Ocho, it's time for him to put it up. He got to put it up.
Yeah. Because listen, we need to be. We gonna be on the right track.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
we're gonna be on the right track. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the lead. I'm gonna start it off. It's gonna be like dodgeball. It's gonna be like yeah, shit. You ain't got time to play way, shit.
Charles Barkley also chimed in on the face of the league. Hey, ESPN, I love you guys. Don't try to make Ant-Man, he said Anthony Edwards, but don't try to make Anthony Edwards the face of the NBA. There's a face of the NBA. It's Shai Gilgeous. It's Nikola Jokic. It's Giannis. You can't give it to people. They have to take it. And SGA is taking it right now.
Yeah, he is.
But
man.
I mean, and look, once somebody tells you so, I mean, Ant-Man told us that that's not what I want.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like the more he says he doesn't want it, the more people try to bestow it upon him.
But you know why? You know why? It has nothing to do with, forget, I'm not, obviously people can say, oh, look how he's playing now. Listen, he has this, as good as
he has
SGA
personality,
is,
he has charisma, he has charm, he has
as good
everything
as-
that you have.
yes, as good as SGA is, he still doesn't have that it factor that Ant has. He just doesn't. As great as he is, Joe, he's box office.
I just think it's hard for a foreign-born player to be the face of the NBA. I just do.
Yeah.
You think where you think that has anything to do with it? You think no, a little bit, a smidge.
It'll be the same thing. Do you think an American-born player can be the face of football, European football?
Soccer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's impossible. You would have to be. Hey,
See.
that would be damn near impossible. I mean, no disrespect, impossible.
Hey, look, let's get my Ant-Man. Get Ant-Man a little time,
Yeah.
man. He's still at a tender age.
Yeah, 23.
It's like,
Man, ain't no.
It's like to have-
It takes a special type of something because you got to go back and think like Magic was 20 when he came into the league. He won the championship. Bird, all those other guys, but normally, guys were 22, 23 when they was getting to the league, Ocho.
Yeah.
And so now guys are one and done. You asking an 18, ain't no 18-year-old about to get married? 19-year-old?
Yeah. Hey, look, because you're living the American dream, this is something that you've dreamed about since you was a kid. Yep. Now that you get to this point, especially at a young age, 19, 20, man, you ain't trying to be tied down. You trying to go have fun.
You got to be mentally. You have to be mentally prepared. You got to be mentally ready for that because it's different.
Or I think you got to come from like you got to have parents that were married. You have to have been. I think if you was raised in a household and your parents was been married, I think it's a lot easier. Cause look, Uncle Ocho, all my partners I grew up with. Man, listen, they all married, but all their parents, they all been married since we were kids, bro. I'm the only one grew up in a single parent household. Right. You know what I'm saying? But my closest homeboys, they married.
Hey, but Joe, it also come down to actually finding someone you can marry though. There's a difference. It's not, we ain't talking about just aesthetics, I'm talking about someone of substance outside of just looks. So actually finding someone to marry that's also difficult. I come from a one parent, household. I didn't do things the traditional way. but I do actually value marriage and want that. I want that stability, especially at old age, after being out
for sure.
in the streets. Hey, Joe, after being out in the streets for so long and understanding what's out there. Not that I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that, but
Ain't nothing out
it's
there.
an investment where you get no return. I don't care how much you spend, and I don't care who you spend it on. It looks good. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's good to be able to be someone's sponsor for a while, but it gets you nothing in return. Nothing.
But Ocho, you got to understand. You got to understand the things that you've experienced and been through. We in our 40s now, so our thought process is a lot different versus.
I'm headed towards 60.
Well,
Keep talking, guys.
I'm in my 50s, but go ahead.
But imagine when you was 20, 21, 22. Boy, look, they probably couldn't tell you nothing.
At all. No disrespect at all, because it's not. I didn't view it that way. So to even tie myself down or even think about having the discipline to do it at that age, it'd be impossible. Joe, it'd be. But hell, to this point, even to date, it's still been almost a struggle. But my discipline has gotten much better now that I know what the F I want.
Right.
Different people, you experience people differently, and different people that you meet bring different sides of you out. And when you meet the right person, you're like, well, God damn, this is different. Damn, I ain't got to go through this no more. Well, shit, if this is how it's supposed to be, well, it's easy for me to stop doing this because this is what I have here.
Absolutely.
So it's hard to get people to understand, like, well, damn, I actually can do this shit. Because I got this. I'm not speaking for me in general. I'm just speaking in general. If you have the discipline to be great at a sport, and you pour into it, then you can also have the discipline to be great in other areas in life too, in all aspects of life. Because you have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
It's been a good, easy journey for me. There have been some ups, there have been some downs. I had things that I thought were good that didn't work, but it's still cordial. You still my dog, and you going to something new, and you try to flower that. You try to flower that and hope it blooms the way it should.
Right. I get you.
Hey, aren't we all off topic? My bad.
What y'all was talking about?
I mean,
oh man, we talking about the marriage thing.
Yeah, well, look, my grandmother and grandfather was married. Every last one of my uncles was married. All of my aunts was married except one. Brothers married. My sister and I are not. My mom was obviously to my dad, and then they got a divorce, and she got remarried. I'm trying to think. Burns is married. Bucket is married. I guess something.
You ever been?
See, hey, the funny thing about it, hey, look, listen, everything you just said right now, right? See, the knock is at the door. All you got to do is answer. All you got to do is answer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take that leap of faith for you. I'm gonna start.
Okay.
First. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have it then, okay? But I'm gonna pay close attention to you. I'm gonna study you. I'm gonna study you. I'm gonna let me be an apprentice.
Right. I got you. I just, matter of fact, I tell you what, I do one better. Joe, I do one better for him, right? Chat this.
Go ahead.
When you decide to follow in my footsteps, in the steps of God, and finding stability and a good foundation to continue to build on what you already have going on, which is phenomenal, by the way. But and I told you, a house is not a home until a woman get a touch on it. Oh yeah. I don't care what you got going. I know things are great, but I'm gonna pay you $5,900 when you decide to jump that broom.
Oh, whoa! You're not finna put that stipulation on me. Talking about you gonna pay me my money when I get married. Chad, what kind of bull job is that?
Man. Oh man! Hey, that's cold. That's some cold work.
I'm gonna pay you your money once you decide. Once you decide to take that step, boy. Man.
Okay.
Still don't be the word, boy. Hey.
I'm just playing. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it to you. But what the day is? Today 27, huh?
27th is Tuesday.
Yeah. You know, my month of June, I ain't really got nothing to do. I ain't really got no. I took care of my overhead. You know, I paid May and June and got it out the way, so I don't really need nothing. So I got extra left over.
I sure appreciate that.
That to you.
Some discourse has started this week about how this Thunder team could be even scarier. No matter what's happening this playoff, Thunder will be adding Serbian star Nikola Jokic to its rotation next season. Jokic was the number 12 pick in the 2024 NBA draft, a pick that OKC got from Houston in the 2019 Westbrook trade. But Jokic had a torn ACL and would miss his entire rookie season, and that scared away most teams, except OKC. Before the injury, the 6'6" Jokic was viewed as a top 5 prospect as a playmaking point guard. CBS Sports mock draft had him as high as number 2 at one point. Next season, he'll finally make his NBA debut.
Man, OKC got a lot over there. Okay, Ocho, I don't know how they're going to keep all them guys together.
Because, you know, hey, they got a lot. Now, because, you know, what you call him can sign 4 for $294, or he can wait 5 for $380. Jalen Williams going to want to get paid. Chet's going to want to get paid. I mean, I like this guy because now you got somebody that's going to handle the ball when Shea is on the bench, if he's what they said he is, we see. But it's gonna be it gets hard, man. It gets hard, Ocho, because when you start winning, people come start raiding your hen house. They want your chicken that's been laying these golden eggs.
That's a good one.
And that's what happens. You see it in football all the time. You see what happens. Eventually, Philly's not gonna be able to keep all these guys, those great defensive players. Now you play Jalen Carter. What you gonna do with Jordan Davis? What you gonna do? What you gonna do with Cooper DeJean? What you gonna do with Brother Mitchell? What you gonna do with them, Ocho?
Yeah.
Okay, Ocho. When you winning, everybody eats. So you have to go into the luxury tax. Gotta take care of these guys. Just like if Boston would have won this year, man, they wouldn't have cared about paying those dudes.
They're gonna break that thing up, Joe.
Yeah, now they are.
But I think even if they had won, I think they break it up because you got two.
You think so?
Think about it. You got 2 guys making over $300 million. You got think about it. You got Derek White and you got Holiday making well over $100 million. You got Al Horford probably making $35 to $38 million, and you got Porzingis.
Right.
I think if they had a chance to win it this year, I think they willing to go into the luxury tax and pay that. It's just like OKC. If they win it this year, they're gonna have to go into the luxury tax, man. They're gonna have to pay them.
But I heard the thing. See, and because I'm looking at the Lakers. The Lakers had the same situation. They won it in 2020 and broke the whole thing up.
I don't know what that was about.
Right.
I don't know what that was about. They had a great team. I know it was in the bubble, but they had a great team.
You got to bring it back just to see if you can repeat.
I think so. It makes you wonder, like, was it some more to it than just basketball? You know what I mean? We'll never know.
Carmelo Anthony and PG, Paul George, aren't convinced that Giannis will ask to be traded from Milwaukee, despite the rumors surrounding his uncertain future with the organization. Giannis is that old cut era, that old era cut. I think he wants to stay in Milwaukee his whole career. That's what PG said. He ain't going nowhere. Giannis built Milwaukee.
No, absolutely not. That matters. That matters not. That matters not. I understand PG and Carmelo, obviously very respectable, good friends of mine, but Giannis ain't. He's not going back because it's going to be the same thing every year. The man wants to win. The man wants to contend for another title again. No, he doesn't want to. He don't want to lift the heavy load every single night. Single night.
He's further away now than what he was when he won his title.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's why I don't see him going back.
That's the problem that you're up against. Is that guess what? You see all the guys. What if Shea gets one this year? Tatum already got one. I mean, you're not worried about Steph and LeBron and KD because they've already done their next couple of years. They're going to be on their way out. But what about OKC ain't going nowhere, at least for the next year or two. If we talked about this last night, Joe, let's just say they bring it back. Dame's not playing next year. Right. So even if he goes back to Milwaukee, they're not better than the Knicks. They're not better than the Cavaliers. They're not better than the Pacers. And I'm not so sure that they can beat Boston with the roster that they have with just Giannis. So now at best case scenario, if Orlando, if Banchero and Franz Wagner stay healthy, they're not better than them. So at best case scenario, you fifth or sixth.
Hey, look, I think Giannis will always say the right things.
Because he don't want that blowback. Everybody gonna say the right thing, Joe, since they saw what happened to LeBron. Everybody gonna say, "Oh, y'all want to be here?" Oh, yeah. Because at least LeBron played his contract out. See, LeBron is one of those guys. He never asked to be traded, but he played his contract out, and people hold him to the same standard that guys that be asking for trades.
Right.
LeBron is never asked to be traded.
Right.
Played the contract out. His contract was up in Cleveland. He went to Miami. Contract was up in Miami. He went back to Cleveland. Contract was up in Cleveland. He went to L.A. So you got to think about it. LeBron is damn near as much time in L.A. as he did his last stint in Cleveland and when he went to Miami.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, look, I can see Giannis. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I just see Giannis moving this summer. Okay, Ocho. I can't see him going back to Milwaukee, trying to do all that heavy lifting by himself. It's going to be tough. It's going to be challenging because they can't bring nobody in. Outside of what they already have, they can't bring nobody else.
And their second best player is injured.
But can you imagine if Giannis gets traded to a team to, say, the Mavericks or the Rockets or, whatever the case may be.
Golden State try to make a run for him.
Oh, man. Can you imagine? Like, he going to have to still do some heavy lifting, but it ain't going to be nothing like this.
Yeah. It ain't going to have to do a whole lot of heavy lifting if he got Steph on his team.
Yeah, I asked you that last night, huh? Where's the scenarios where he could go where the situation would be different than what it is with Milwaukee right now?
Well, you got to break. First of all, Steph is healthy. Dame is not. They play different types of game. Steph is perpetual motion. He's gonna get a lot of wide open looks because you got to build a wall to keep Giannis out the paint. Yep. And then when Giannis kicks, because you saw he averaged 6 assists, he's getting better as a passer. So the thing is, he's just gonna have to get a lot of teams because teams going straight up. There are only a handful of teams that could. OKC, Brooklyn, Houston Rockets. They're really the only team that have the draft capital. Houston have the draft capital and the players. Because theoretically, you could pack a Şengün. The Spurs. Yeah, the Spurs definitely have the capital. So there's only a handful of teams that have draft capital and players, huh?
That's not fair. You can't put Wemby and goddamn Giannis together, man.
Hey, life ain't fair.
Come on, man.
Yeah, life ain't fair.
Mm-hmm.
You put them on a team, boy. Listen, you're gonna be number one defense for sure.
And what? Yeah. And what pick the Spurs got? What the pick Spurs they got? The 2? Spurs got the number 2 pick. So you got a big time draft. They got plenty of other draft picks. I don't know if they're going to be willing to part with obviously Stephen Castle and Wemby. I would think would be, but anything else.
I mean, you got Fox. You probably gonna have to get off Castle.
Okay. If you got Fox, yeah.
Yeah, you got.
I forgot Fox was there. So you got Fox, Wemby, Giannis.
Yeah.
You sure, Ocho?
Man.
Wait, De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox.
Oh,
was there.
Hell no. Nah. That's not fair. Nah, that ain't fair. That ain't fair.
Because Milwaukee gonna want some star power back.
Yes.
And their young boy Castle, he's proven. He just won Rookie of the Year, so they're gonna want somebody who's gonna pack a punch.
I want a proven player. I want a couple of proven players. I might take Vassell and Keldon Johnson too. And I want that number 2 pick and a couple of other picks and some pick swaps.
Hey, for Giannis, it's working.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, I think if he plays with some other great talent, he will be more of a willing passer versus, I know he'll still be downhill, but I think he'll be more reluctant. I think he'll pass a lot more versus just driving in there, just trying to get fouls and things of that sort. He a cheat code, man. He's a cheat code for sure.
Hey, how tall is you?
Man, 6'11",
6'11".
What?
Yeah.
6'11", moving like a deer out there, huh?
You ready?
Huh?
Man, listen.
All right, we're gonna bring one of your teammates. He played 15 seasons, both in the NBA and international games. He's also a teammate of Joe's in the Big Three of the Detroit Amps. Here he is, Jeremy Pargo. Jeremy, how you doing, bro?
What's up, Unc?
I'm good, man. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yo, what up? Chad, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, Mr. Pargo.
Yeah.
Hey, play me one-on-one.
Hey, I kid you not. I told my people, I got a whiteboard right here where I write scripts. And I said, I should write on this. Chad, I will give you 40. I should.
Damn.
Nice work.
Hold on. You'll give me 40 in what? You talk about playing NBA 2K?
No, I don't even play that game.
Oh, you talk about real life?
Yeah. Real life. I've been looking for you too. Because you like to talk. I like it.
Listen, one thing about it, I ain't hard to find now. I can come where you at.
Hey, listen, Chad, we had an encounter in Miami at the stoplight. We just at the stoplight. You tried to borrow my car. I told you can have whenever you wanted, actually. You can have whenever you wanted, actually. Because I know you'll bring it back.
Oh, absolutely. It's good to see you, boy.
Yes, sir.
Jeremy, let's talk about a movie that you star in. You co-wrote this film, The Final Play. The feature is about to debut. The Final Play is available today on all major digital and on-demand platforms. We have a snippet of the film. Let's take a look at it right now.
Let's do it.
Men love to be in control. See, that emoji got him thinking, access granted.
Arms over too.
I know men like Braylon. Especially Braylon.
Yeah.
When are you free?
Don't be so available.
Don't be so unavailable either, though.
Man, tell his ass next month.
Damn.
Next month.
So, when did you start thinking like, you know what? I want to get into the film industry. I want to write scripts. I want to act. I want to direct. I want to be a part of this. What made you decide to say, you know what? This is part two. This is act two.
So my good friend, he plays Corey in the film, by the way. His name's Gerard. He had me do something back in like 2016, something smaller than the movie. And I'm like, man, I ain't no actor at all. He's like, no, just come do it. So based on that, I ended up getting an audition for Chicago PD, but I was overseas playing ball, couldn't do the audition. And to be honest, we athletes, we ain't got the confidence to walk in nobody audition room and think we about to read and get a role. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna write something myself. And I'm just gonna surround this thing with a bunch of people that want to be involved in the film world that are also athletes or people trying to do things. So I wrote it that way, man. During the pandemic, I just sat down with note cards and just was writing. And called my sister Valentina Barton, who was big on everything. She's a producer on the film, and this is what we got, man. And fortunately, I was able to get Joe to show up.
That's dope. Hey, man, I have one question also. When it comes to writing, I'm a movie head. I'm a buff. I'm an enthusiast when it comes to the art of acting in general. I can't produce. I can't write. I can't do none of that. I love the finished product of it. So I'm excited to check yours out. But when it comes to writing, do you write from start to finish, or do you do it in parts separately?
So I had a co-writer on this because, like you said, I didn't like to write in school. I was a math guy. So when I started writing, I probably got maybe 30 pages out. And this was kind of easier to write because I was telling a story from that I pretty much seen. I lived. Some of these stories come from a real place. And I think this is relatable to all of us athletes. So when I was able to get about 30 pages, I hired a co-writer by the name of Barche. And he came in and he helped me build this thing to where it is today. And next thing you know, we're at 90 pages.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Ocho. Hey, look, one thing about me, I ain't gonna tell no lie to you because it sound fly to you, okay?
I gotta write that down.
Listen. It's a roco, a romantic comedy.
Okay.
You're gonna laugh from start to finish. And not only that, it's got some sentimental moments in there, to where you may shed a tear, but it kind of puts you in the likes of like a best man. Something like that. So it's a hell of a movie, man. I wouldn't have did the 1-2 if I didn't think it was worth it. You know what I mean?
Jeremy, if I'm not mistaken, I think you have an all-female production team. How important was that for you to have an all-female production team?
So coming into this thing, like I said, Valentina has been with me from jump. So my good friend Ernestine Morrison, she lives in Atlanta, and we shot this in Atlanta. She's connected, so we went through her for other actors and actresses. We went to locations, and then to Leah Brian, who's another producer as well as director, who led everything. She was amazing in terms of being a director, and because this is the first thing I've ever done. So taking her guidance was, like having a coach, and just try to deliver what she did. And then it was crazy, man, because these women knew what they wanted. They knew how to get it, and they were really bulldogs in making sure we got what we needed.
So was it a situation, I mean, you say it comes from a very personal point of view. Did you know what you wanted, the direction kind of that you wanted to go, and you sat down and talked to them, and they said, this is kind of the direction that I see it in my head, because what you see in your head and being able to put it down on paper might be entirely different. But having these women, obviously it's a romantic comedy, and having women point of view on one side of it to merge with what your vision is and get that to come together.
So a lot of it was just, like you said, what we experienced, some wants in there, what I desire. I was watching you guys talk about marriage and all of those things. So those are things that I desire. So it was easy to find a way to work that into film, and having leaders in my life that has gone down that path in terms of having long-term relationship with women, like my brother, like Joe, has always been great to see, and continue to build in that aspect. And the movie came together, and I can't wait till you guys see it.
Okay, Ocho, his brother is Gennaro Pargo. He's the assistant coach for the Indiana Pacers.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That's live.
Me and his older brother played college ball together at the University of Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So that's how y'all know each other.
Yeah, 20 years strong.
Yeah. Been a while. Been a long ride.
So when a family, when a guy and his gal, or whomever goes and sit down and they watch this movie, hey, they chilling at the crib because it's on all digital and streaming platforms. Joe, I think you said best man. I was thinking like, hell, Pargo, maybe it's love and basketball.
I
was thinking something like, so what can the fans expect?
It's a piece of all of it, man. It's a heartfelt story that comes from a real place. It's relatable. I wrote it with the hopes of starting conversations between men and women in terms of their relationships, and building better relationships going forward. But every classic romantic comedy for our community that you can think of, it's a piece of it in there. Love Jones. The Wood is my favorite movie.
Okay.
So that's point.
The Wood is classic.
That is my favorite movie. So when I was writing, I made that their connecting point. They both love The Wood, and that's how they connected and built their relationship going forward. So, man, anything you could think of that was a Black romantic comedy growing up, it was amazing. Like, no joke. Yeah.
All right. Now, go ahead, Ocho.
Please tell me I can watch this tonight when the show is over, or do we have to wait a little bit?
No, you ain't got to wait at all. You can put it on right now and have it running on your TV. So
hold on.
You're done.
You can't see it because his TV not centered. So you ain't gonna be able to see it because his head blocking it. Now, I don't know how he got all that other stuff on the wall centered, and then he got it obtruse on his damn wall. Well, I mean, who
did that?
He got a 50-foot wall with a 12-inch TV. I got a TV in my backseat of my car bigger than that.
Hey. Look like you got the big back on the TV, man. You got to come on now.
But you have to understand this place here. It's about me being a minimalist. It's about everything is all white. Everything is all white. So I don't need
what they got to do with that small ass TV?
Why would I? Because I want everything small. That's the whole point.
I think
not in that big ass room.
You can still center it.
Yes, it is not centered.
Because I can't sit. The piano's over there.
So, hold on. Are you watching TV in that room? If you got a room with a piano, you don't need to be watching TV in the room.
You're not gonna tell me how to do my decor. This is exactly how I designed it to be.
This is
that man had an iPad on his wall.
Hey, listen, hey, Jay. The funny, he telling me about centering the TV. My last name wasn't even spelled correctly.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I changed my last name to a number. You really think I care about my TV being centered?
Yeah, clearly not. Clearly, you got an iPad mounted. I mean, I guess you can just go over there and just play.
But actually, that's a 60-inch. That is just that far.
That
away.
is not no 60-inch TV.
How you gonna tell me? I bought it. I paid for it.
You mean 6? Drop the 0. 6.
Hey, I don't think you understand how far away that is. You know,
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if I'm looking at it from the moon.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. You do understand, right? This is 15,000 square feet. So it would look
that wall ain't
Let 'em
15,000 square feet.
I don't know.
No, I'm trying to explain to you because you don't understand how big the establishment I'm in is.
I understand that, but that ain't got nothing to do with that small ass TV on that big ass wall that's not centered.
Hey, Chad, I think I can break down what Unc is saying. He's saying when you put the movie on the TV, make sure you push the couch a lot closer.
Yeah.
No.
Right over to the right.
I don't sit on that. Boy, that's white alpaca. I don't sit on that. That's alpaca.
Get the chair out the kitchen.
Why you put a TV in the room that you don't sit at?
Yeah, it's just for aesthetics. When people people come here. When my baby walk in, when my kids walk in, they know go straight to your room. Don't even sit. Don't even come down here.
Well, they can't watch TV. Cable one person at a time watch TV on that.
Why you say that?
You losing, Chad.
That small ass TV.
You losing.
Hey, it only cost me $5,900.
There you go.
Man, that's cold. That's cold.
Unc, you ain't ever getting that money. You ain't never getting that money.
Hey, I'm tracking it. Hey, Joe, I'm going to there. That white alpaca with some mud on these Timbs.
No, I'm for it. Hey, Unc, this is custom made all white alpaca.
I'm not Ocho.
Yeah.
That TV is not centered, and that TV is not 60 inches. Now, I don't give a damn what they got. It could be chinchilla.
Listen, I don't want to center because the piano is on the other side.
Okay, I tell you what. If it's 60 inches, go back. I tell you what. Go back there and do this with your hand, and I bet you cover the whole screen.
What? My TV?
Yeah.
That's a 60-inch. I got that from Walmart.
Okay, go. I don't give a damn where you got it from. Go back there and do this with your hands. I guarantee you'll block the screen.
Hey, Joe, he feeling the pressure. His eyes done got tightened up. Oh, yeah, that's about 60. That's
Boy, God, where he watching it from outside? He got a drive-in. Well, damn. Won't you just open the door and let the neighbors watch?
You saw how big that was? You see what I'm talking
I see
about?
how far it is.
Yeah, I just told you how big the house is. You're not listening.
So why don't you just open the door and just charge $5 and let your neighbors watch TV?
Nah. My neighbor, I don't even have neighbors. The next house is like 2 miles down. What? I'm in a castle.
What that got to do with you having that TV centered?
I don't want it centered because I want it exactly how it is because the piano's on that side. It's a stairwell. You see the stair? You see the stairwell? I can't center it. It
staircase, but yes.
Hey, let me do this. Let me do it. Let me come.
You did an effed up job of it. That's the problem. I let you do it. I tell you what, send me my $5,900. Since you want to do so much, do that.
Oh no, then you started it, not me. You talk about my TV being small.
No, you started owing me $5,900. That's what you started.
You bet me,
and I won.
Ocho, what we at? I think we had like 1,000. We bet on
we bet $100. Don't do that. Don't do that. We bet $100. Joe trying.
I'm asking. I'm asking.
Ocho like crime. He don't pay.
Hey, listen, I always pay. As long as I owe you, you'll never be broke.
Well, I just want that show feel good. I mean, my money drawing interest in your pocket. That doesn't seem fair to me.
Let me finish my pool. As soon as I finish the pool, I'm gonna send you money.
Man, I'm finna get me. Joe, I'm finna get me a dump truck. I'm finna buy me a dump truck load of dirt. I'm finna cover that pool up. I'm finna fill that pool in.
Oh boy, hey, listen,
Jeremy, you and Joe are big 3 teammates on Detroit Amps. Mm-hmm. You guys gonna win it all this year?
Man, listen, hold on, Jeremy, hold on. Let me. Hey, look, I won the championship with his brother now in the big 3. Me and Jeremy, we didn't won us an ABL championship out here in Atlanta, but we got to get us a big 3 one. So he already
you
know
been
how
MVP. You was MVP your first year, right, Joe?
Yeah, man, I done broke all kind of records, but we ain't, we ain't got to talk. No, I'm just saying. I jumped in this thing. Listen, 2019 was probably my toughest year in life. I lost my mother 2019 due to cancer, and if it wasn't for his brother Gennaro, I probably wouldn't have played in the Big Three.
Sorry,
I just really wasn't. Mentally, I just wasn't there, and he talked me into playing. And he was like, "Man, just come out here and have some fun on the weekend, and during the week, we'll work out." And it just kind of
click for you.
Worked out for me. Yeah, it just kind of clicked. So ever since, I just been going.
Wow. So what?
But yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time for us to get back to the mountaintop.
Well, who is the competition? Who is the competition?
Man, we got some good teams.
Because I think Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson on the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the parity in the league is great. They the 305. What are the
305? What are they? 305 Miami. Then you got the LA Riots. That's Dwight Howard, Crawford, Jeff Teague.
Yeah.
Who? Jamal Crawford playing?
Jordan Crawford.
Yeah.
Jordan Crawford, Jeff Teague, and Dwight Howard. They all on one team.
Wesley Johnson.
It's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's some talent.
It's some good teams, man.
So you think this is going to be the toughest year to win a championship because of the parity that's in the league?
For sure.
Probably so. But we got a pretty good roster ourselves.
Who y'all big man?
You know what I mean?
Darnell Jackson played at Kansas, played in the league about 7 years.
Okay.
A bruiser.
Okay.
Bruiser.
Yeah. Well, y'all gonna need somebody. Y'all just need to foul Dwight, make him go to the free throw line and make it, because he gonna be looking to dunk everything.
Dwight was just practicing 4-pointers. We're okay with that.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all want no extra legs, no fresh legs?
Yeah, we need somebody to hand out water. We cool. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I just saw you arguing with Joe about this about a couple weeks ago, and they pulled up the footage of you in the charity game. I don't know.
When I gave Tracy McGrady 12, when I gave him 12 and he got upset and he got frustrated, that game.
You had 12?
Got dropped 12 on him.
I only saw the clip when you lost the ball out of bounds. I only saw that clip.
Oh yeah, that was after I had already scored and he was frustrated.
Man, that boy good and terrible.
Right.
Don't worry, I'm gonna find him in the gym. And
hey, but look, we coming to a city near you.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be courtside. What you talking about?
We coming to LA, we coming to Miami. Yeah. So
I'll catch y'all. I'll catch y'all at a stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there.
Hey, look, one thing I promise you, we're gonna put on the show. All right. That's one thing I'm gonna promise you.
That's for sure.
Hey, you ain't gonna be wasting your money.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
All right, we gonna stop by and check you out. Jeremy, thanks for stopping by tonight, man. Best of luck on the film.
Wait, hold on. Before you go, tell me how to baby, I know you watching. Tell me how to watch that tonight.
Is Amazon or Apple TV, either one. It's available. Go and watch that thing, man, and let me know what you think about it after you do.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it tonight. Mama, I know you watching. Put that on for me, please, real quick.
Co-write. The film is called The Final Play. Jeremy stars in it. He co-wrote the film. Let's go out and support him. He said it's on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. So let's go out and support our brother. Make sure he gets some love and support. So, Jeremy, again, thank you for stopping by. Congratulations on the film. And good luck in the Big Three.
Appreciate your time, fellas. Peace.
No problem.
All right, bro. Dang. Ocho, appreciate that,
no problem,
man.
bro.
That was
Sir.
Cool, man. Appreciate that.
The Nuggets announced that Russell Westbrook had surgery to repair multiple ligament tears. Nothing he is expected to resume full offseason activity training this summer. Russ gave his own update saying, "This morning I'm undergoing surgery on my right hand to fix 2 breaks that happened during the season. I'm grateful for everyone's support all year, and I can't wait to be back out there 100% soon. The comeback is already in motion. # why not?" Now, knowing that he had damaged ligaments in his hand, does that change? Because, look, we know the roller coaster Russ is going to be on. He's going to make some great plays. He's going to give you hustle. He's going to rebound. He's going to turn the ball over. He's going to miss some shots. But does that change anything about how we see Russ right now? Knowing that he had this damage in 2 breaks in his right hand, his shooting hand?
Maybe to some degree. It could have bothered his shot. Okay, Ocho, when I was playing, I knocked the ligament loose in my right wrist. This was like later in my career. but it was in my right hand. And as a shooter, now I think I'm more of a shooter than Russ. You know, it bothers you, and it has second guessing. You know what I mean? It has you second guessing. So I can kind of see it, but I'm just happy it ain't a lower extremity.
Right.
Due to his age, it ain't a lower extremity, and I think he can ultimately, you know, get back to playing the game that he loved at a high level.
Yeah, because you got to realize he shoots the ball right-handed, but Russ is left-handed, Ocho.
What?
Yeah, he writes with his left hand. He does everything.
Oh,
he does everything with his left hand except shoot a basketball. Same thing with LeBron.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say I know LeBron.
LeBron does everything with his left hand except shoot a basketball.
I think that's great.
You start like that very early, right? That's nothing you. Okay.
Well, LeBron said, you know, being lefty, not a whole lot of people was lefty. Michael Jordan shot right-handed, so he wanted to be like Mike. But the only thing that LeBron does with his right hand is shoot a basketball. Everything else is done with his left hand.
Okay.
That's how I know that wasn't the ball that he gave you, because that's a right-handed person that wrote that on that ball. LeBron is left-handed.
No. That LeBron gave me that ball. It's just the view with you sitting at home looking at it from the camera angle, looking at me.
Yeah.
It's just like you thought that TV was small and you thought it was an iPad. See, that's the difference. So when I turn the ball to you, it looks like it's written with someone with a right hand, but it's really a left hand. It's left-handed penmanship. I'm telling you, LeBron.
Hey,
you notice I haven't had the ball with me the last few episodes, right? We talked about basketball.
Yeah, where is that?
It's now I got it in glass in the casing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ocho, you gotta chill. You gotta stop it.
What?
And you gotta stop it.
I'm just telling you.
You got it. Hey, listen, we talk about accountability on here and all that. Right. Look, man. Look, hey, come on now. You got it. Come on.
I got it.
Okay. All right.
Well, I got that ball in the glass case though.
Man, Joe said, Ocho, you gotta stop it.
Yeah, you gotta stop. Hey, look, Unc, I can't keep sitting on here hanging out with y'all and this man come on here lying like this. I just no more. I'm sorry. I can't take it no more. Ocho, you gotta chill, man. Come on now. We get company on here, you go to line and all that. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on now. You got to cut it out. You got to stop it. Hey, look, you talking about jumping the broom and all this and all that. Come on.
I ain't playing about that, boy. Hey, Joe, let me tell you, boy, you got me crying, Joe. You got me crying, boy. Let me tell you something.
You gotta stop.
Hey, I'm gonna jump that broom, boy. You hear me? If I don't jump the broom gonna jump me. One or the other. Boy, you laughing, boy? I ain't playing about that, boy. I'm seeing. It ain't coincidence. I'm seeing the what's the word? How do I see it?
What you seeing, Ocho?
Get it together.
All those that jumped the broom, that found that foundation.
But they found that person. They found their foundation. Yes, their match.
That stability in how everything else seems to flow and go correctly in life after that. Oh, Joe, boy, I need some of that, Joe.
You saying you want to be a part of some of that cool
I need some of that, Joe. Hey, I tell you, boy, you got me over here crying. Yeah, Joe. Hey, listen, man. I done had my run, but I done hung my jersey in the rafters. I done waved a white flag, Joe.
Oh,
I need
man.
some of that, boy. No.
Hey, that's all right. Because see, the one thing you know it ain't nothing out here, man. Go on, jump that broom, man.
Boy, listen, you ain't got to tell me twice.
Yeah, maybe Uncle follow suit. You know, we'll see.
Hey, he ain't gonna have no choice but to follow suit if you want that money.
Yeah, I mean, Carmello Anthony is slated to be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame as a member of the 2025 class later this year. When Melo takes his place in the Hall of Fame, he wants Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, and Dwayne Wade to introduce him into the Hall. My life is impacted by more than one person. I need 3. What you thinking, Joe?
Hey, look, I think, hey man, this will be probably one of the most gratifying moments for him to have those dudes induct him, because I think they all in the Hall,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah. I mean, hey, why not? Those are some of his closest buddies, dudes he's, kind of rode the wave with, and, he should be able to kind of handpick, you know, who he want. I know he want MJ to come in there and induct him too.
Yeah,
so
because you know he was a Brand Jordan, and he's been with Brand Jordan basically his whole career.
Like the face of Brand Jordan. Yeah. Yeah. He's probably one of the first guys to have his own signature shoe.
He was.
I know guys like Mike Bibby, Ray Allen was there when the brand first started, but guys who came in and really had their own signature shoe, I think Melo was the first one. Yeah.
I think Dwight Howard said he want 3 guys to walk him out too. I know he said Shaq. I forget the other 2, but I think Dwight Howard mentioned that. Ash, look for that, Ash. Who Dwight Howard said he wanted to walk him out.
Hey, look, and I'm happy for Dwight and Shaq too.
Yeah,
you know, for settling the differences, man, and being grown men, man. We got to put away the childish ways.
Yeah,
and, grow up. I mean, obviously, Dwight looked up to him. He had to. Hell, we all looked up to Shaq. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for those guys, man, getting inducted. That's gonna be a memorable.
Yeah,
moment.
he said he wanted. Dwight Howard said he wanted Shaq, Kareem, and KG.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah,
but you know what? He didn't kind of have fewer with. He had him and KG had they look back and forth when we played. Him and Shaq kind of. So this is pretty cool to kind of have things come full circle. Dudes who you competed against. And, for them to induct him into the Hall of Fame, I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
AJ Brown was crying going on a roller coaster for the first time in his life. I would run a slant across the middle against Ray Lewis and Cam Chancellor before I ride another roller coaster. You roller coaster guy, Joe?
Hey, I be telling my lady when we be taking the kids to Disney World, hey, look. Them rides ain't made for nobody 6'8", 6'7". Like, I don't feel like I be strapped in tight enough. And look, you go to seeing all these different stories about
people falling out.
Hey, look, I be sitting right down there at the finish line when they done. I be here holding everybody's bags. When y'all get out, I'm gonna be sitting right down here at the bottom.
Hey, I don't think AJ Brown really understands. He said 2 of the hardest hitters that played. He said Ray Lewis and Cam Chancellor. I guarantee you, if you played in that era with the Legion of Boom and Cam Chancellor coming downhill on you, or Ray caught you on one of them slants, you're gonna choose that roller coaster instead.
No, just like he wouldn't run that. He didn't want to ride that roller coaster again. He ain't gonna run that slant again. And now, Ocho, guys running 1-step slant routes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Man, you getting a head start. You getting a head start. You got to get in that full 3-step slant.
Yeah, and now, and see back then, Ocho, it wasn't no defensive receiver.
It
wasn't no blow to the head.
Exactly. You
had to go across that middle quite a bit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I lived across.
Because here's the thing, though, Joe, you had to catch it. Because if you didn't catch it, they're gonna knock hell out you. If you didn't catch it, they're gonna say you scared. That's why you didn't catch it. They're gonna knock hell out you either way, so you might as well go ahead and catch it. Because they're gonna be standing over you talking crazy.
Joe, you get the alligator arms when you come across that middle?
Joe, I'm jumping, not jumping, I'm reaching for everything. Joe, that's why I got knocked out before. Reaching for everything.
Ray got it. Ray knocked his helmet off.
Yeah, Ray got me good. Ball, Joe, the Shaq wouldn't have been able to catch that ball, but here goes my ignorant ass. I'm still reaching for it anyway. Boy, Ray caught me up under the chin, and I got upset at Ray. How you hit me like that? Nigga, we just prayed together before the game.
Yeah, I prayed I didn't kill you. You were praying one prayer, I was praying another prayer. Lord, please don't let me kill this man out here, because if he catch a slant.
So he caught me off guard. I would have put his hands on Ray, Joe. Man, listen. Hey, boy. Oh man, yeah.
I'm saying you knew he was gonna hit you?
Oh, I knew it was coming. Because in his drop, and I knew I had to slant. And based on the coverage, I can't remember. No, it wasn't Fabian Washington. Was it Fabian Washington? He softened up. And once he softened up and I knew the safety go back, I knew Ray had dropped a little bit, so I knew he was going to be right there.
Yeah, he had Ray had the hook.
Yep, bingo, exactly. So I just slowed down right. I slowed down right in the hole. I'm not going to run through there. I reached for it for no reason, knowing I couldn't get to it, and here he go.
We got a clip. We got a snippet of AJ on the roller coaster. Watch this, Ocho and Joe.
Let me see what we got.
I'm scared. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. KK, I hate you. Oh, shit. KK. KK.
AJ got his glasses on. He got his glasses and jewelry, gold on.
Hey, so
Hey,
where AJ from?
y'all roller coaster riders?
Yeah, I haven't rode one in a long time. Once my kids got big and they didn't want to go anymore, but I haven't rode one in a long ass time, Joe.
Hey, Joe, I never miss Dade County Youth Fair. Come here to Miami. Come here to Miami every March, and I think it leaves in April. I don't miss it. I don't miss it. Now, what I don't like is they got rid of the double loop, which was the big roller coasters they had right in the corner when you go over when you go over the bridge. It's been going for a minute, but outside of that, I'm getting on everything.
Yeah. I used to ride the Batman, the Superman, the 10-story free fall. I used to ride on
Universal Studios. Knott's Berry Farm. I'm riding everything. I'm pushing kids out the way.
Yeah.
Shit.
Now they keep creating bigger ones. I think they got Millennium Force. They got one in Ohio that's 300 feet high and get up to speeds of like 70, 80, 90 miles an hour.
I'm cool. Nah, for real, I'm cool. I'm gonna watch. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna watch.
Hey, Joe, you ever rode roller coasters before at all?
Yeah.
It's just uncomfortable, huh?
Yeah, man. I just feel so vulnerable. I can't control nothing. Man.
No, you can't.
Nah.
You're absolutely right, Joe. You can't control nothing.
Understandable.
Nah. But boy, they got that Six Flags. I think what was it? The Superman, the Mummy. They got this thing called the Mummy at the Universal.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I got on that Ocho a couple years ago.
That was it.
Boy, I told my kids, boy, y'all I'm gonna be at the finish line on the next one. I'm gonna be waiting for y'all. Yeah,
I hadn't been, like I said, because the last time I was there, it's like hard for me to like click to hear that thing click. Like, you got to hear that thing click, Ocho, and that thing ain't made for big people.
Yeah.
That's what I be trying to tell them, man. Why they think I be playing? They think I be trying to come up with all kind of excuses. Oh, you just scared. Man, please.
I understand.
Yeah, I can't do it, Ocho. I feel like the old I done got, the scary I done got.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm that's me. I'm frozen for some reason. Y'all can hear me. Can you hear me, Ocho?
Yeah, we can hear you.
That's that dial-up Wi-Fi you using in there.
Nah, we ain't got a dunk on Uncle tonight, so I ain't dial up that.
Oh, Uncle, you went out.
I'm back now.
There you go.
Back.
Jamar Chase not really 100% on playing flag football in the 2028 Olympics. I don't know. I want to hear more information about it. I want to know the timing for us, off season, end of season. I want to know if we're getting paid. I want to know where we're traveling every week, every other day, every day, like all parts of it, because we have an off season, we have a life. How long would it be? I don't know. There's a lot of questions to it. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm not really 100% on it yet.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it. And I like also, I heard one of the reporters ask him how he felt about those that love and play the game of flag football professionally, and making sure they're incorporated in some way. He says he needs to do his homework on it. But listen, Doucette, who obviously the quarterback, who's very, very good, and he plays flag at the highest level. He spoke out and said how he felt it wasn't fair, that the game they love is being taken over by NFL players.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Anyone is going to represent our country in a flag football format, it should be them. So Doucette, I'm sure you're gonna see this, and I hope y'all get the due justice that you guys deserve for the game that you guys love to play, and it's not taken over by those that play NFL football. They can come help contribute and get a better understanding of the game. But actually them just going from NFL football with a certain set of rules and thinking they're going to learn and dominate the game of flag football and just asinine to think.
Yeah, flag tough, man. Hey, look, I know we all athletes and y'all played the game of football. I know I ain't played no other sport outside of basketball, but just about a year ago, we got a flag football team out here, Hammond Park.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's co-ed. Man, we getting our ass steamrolled out here. You hear me? I'm talking about the girls can throw, catch. I'm talking about they got all type of little nuances in the game that if you ain't never played it, boy, you lost out there. You lost. You hear me? Yeah, that game different. Now, I thought for some NFL guys, I'm like, oh man, it'll probably be all right. But y'all saying ain't no way. Yeah, it's hard. It's tough.
Hey Joe, it's too many tricks, it's too many nuances, it's too sliding, they're going on the knee, and they can manipulate the game in ways that NFL players aren't used to. I don't care how fast and quick you are, having those attributes, to apply to your game. Now that's all nice and dandy in the NFL. But flag, man,
and like you said, okay, how much time are they going to have to devote? Because it's not like it's like Ocho, like basketball. But basketball, when the pros came back in '92 when they went to Barcelona, they had practice. So what are you gonna do? You just gonna have these guys out there? Hey, okay, you want to play? Okay, Lamar, you can be the quarterback. Hey, Jetta, Tyreek, you want to play? No, they're gonna have to go practice. And like he said, that's their off season. And just like the guys in basketball, Ocho, they got to give up a large part of their off season, Joe. Because soon as the over with, and then you got, like in basketball, they got the Worlds and they got all the USAs and they got all this other stuff. But it's gonna be different. It ain't just y'all just show up.
Right.
So I understand what Chase is talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chemistry and continuity, man. You can't cheat that.
Oh.
You can't cheat. You think you can have the most talented guys and just go out there and beat up on folks, but man, listen, if y'all ain't on the same page, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you don't know the rules and you haven't been doing it for a very long time.
Yeah, I agree.
The Bears are reportedly looking for Caleb Williams to improve his body language and other finer nuances, per Albert Breer. While the coaches understood the beating that he took, they showed film to emphasize how he'd been slow to pull himself off the ground. Williams reportedly is eagerly to make these changes. I agree. Body language is everything, Ocho. You know how it is.
Yeah. But listen, we talk about Chicago. We talk about the Chicago Bears. We talk about the same team that had Jay Cutler, who showed no emotion the whole time. I totally understand. I totally understand them. But keep your quarterback upright. Keep your quarterback upright the best way you can. He wouldn't have to be slow to get up off the ground because he's tired of getting up. He's tired of getting up from there. He's tired. I understand him. That's why he's getting up slow. The faster you get up, the quicker you're gonna be back down there.
Well, I think it's just like like the quarterbacks normally they normally spring up because now you make it seem like it's the offensive line, and you don't want to show anybody up. So just pop on back up like, hey, we know you take, we know you get, and right. Like you said, the coaches understood the beating that he took.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But hey, I ain't finna show the defense. Y'all ain't finna know. Somebody might get a clean shot on me, Ocho, but you ain't gonna know it. Yeah, if I can get up, I'm gonna get my ass up.
Yeah.
Now I done had some stuff broken. I lay right there. Y'all come on to get me. When I broke my collarbone, fractured my eye socket, Joe, I lay right there. But other than that, I done took some mean shots. Don't remember a whole lot, but.
Yeah, that orbital bone, it had you laid out. I was laid out for a minute too.
Man, that thing hurt. Man, it felt like the whole side of my face exploded.
Man, listen. When I did mine, they took me to the back. Man, I thought somebody was hitting me in the back of my head with a hammer. That thing was hurting so bad. It just was ringing.
Headache?
What? I'm talking about it wouldn't go away, Ocho.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about ringing.
That thing hurt. It definitely hurt. The Falcons posted this picture today before promptly deleting it. We're out here, 3/28.
What's wrong with it? Why they delete it?
Yeah, what we missing?
2083, Patriots, Falcons.
Oh, man.
okay. Oh, so
man.
they got the jokes. The jokes went flying, huh?
Yep.
Okay, understandable. But that's the past, that's the past. You have to delete it for that.
Man, look here. Atlanta ain't gonna never forget that, Joe. You better tell him.
Man, listen, Ocho. Hey, it so happened I was playing for the Brooklyn Nets at the time, but I was here in Atlanta. We was finna play the Hawks a couple of days. So I had a little shindig at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
My partner came over here. He had his wife and his son decked out in Atlanta gear. I'm talking about, boy, they going crazy at halftime. You hear me? Throwing a whole running of the Bulls in my kitchen, going crazy. You hear me? Ocho, boy, when that lead started trickling down, you should have seen that man. Hey, he lost it. He couldn't believe it.
They was already in the streets. Man, my homeboy, man, they sent me pictures. They partying in the street. Super Bowl coming to Atlanta. What I tell you?
Hey, I'm not even trying to be funny. When it was 28-3, I honestly thought the game was over. I had jumped on the video game. I started playing FIFA. Because I'm just thinking about it, and as playing the game as long as I played it, especially two teams that are as good as they are to get to the Super Bowl, to be down 28-3, there's really no way you can come back from that. Run the ball.
They made every mistake. They would not run the football. How you up 28-3 and you have fewer rushes in the second half than the team that's down 28-3. Matt Ryan know damn well he can't take a sack because they're in field goal range, and he took a sack. And the play that changed it is when Tevin Campbell got hurt. They brought the backup back in. I forget his name, and he whiffed. And Hightower, they had the guy open for a touchdown, and Matt Ryan was finna throw it. And in the process, Hightower hit him. He fumbled.
Mm-hmm.
So she wrote.
Hey, that fourth down catch from Edelman too. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing.
Well, it was almost picked off.
Yeah, that wasn't none but the football guys right there.
But think about it, late in the ball game, Ocho, the fourth quarter, I think it was like inside of 2 minutes. Julio made that great toe touch.
Yeah.
You in field goal yes.
Line. Oh, that was beautiful.
You in field goal range. Now just run the football.
Yeah.
Why would you and Matt Ryan had been playing long enough. He knows he can't take a sack in that situation, Ocho. Mm-hmm. He can't. You just can't.
Hey, look, they built that beautiful stadium right after that, thinking they was gonna get right back to that. And
it's hard to get back, boy.
It is.
Listen, man.
Think about it. Hold on. They played us in '98, so it was almost 20 years before they went back again.
All right, boy. Hey, I think people have been spoiled by the Patriots consistently going back over and over and over.
In Kansas City?
In Kansas City now recently. It's hard, man. And it's a testament to how great 12 and 15 are.
Yep.
There's a reason they make, man, you get the point. I don't need to get into that.
Someone built the worst NFL franchises, building the worst NFL franchises. Logo, Washington. Jersey, the Browns. Stadium, Commanders. Offense, Browns. Defense, Jags. Coaching, Cowboys. City, Las Vegas. Fans, Chargers. Mascot, Raiders. Ocho?
Hold on, y'all think they got the weakest jersey? The Browns.
Yeah,
they got the weakest jersey.
Hold on, boy, you seen the Browns all white?
That ain't what they're known for. They're known for them doodle Browns.
Okay. Well, that all white Penn State, and that all white Browns uniform.
When you think of the Browns, you think of that jersey that's in that picture.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
And look at the helmet. Ain't got no decal.
Yeah. You're right.
Stadium now. I hadn't played in that stadium in, oh my goodness, almost 30 years. So I don't know what it was. It was fairly new when we played in it.
Right.
So it seemed, but obviously they're looking to build a new stadium now. So clearly it's outdated. The Browns offense, okay, yeah. Jacksonville's defense, coaching, Cowboys. What's wrong with Vegas?
I don't know. I didn't understand that one.
Fans, Chargers ain't got no fans. They should what the Chargers should have done, Ocho, was renovated that stadium. I don't know. First of all, you don't have the fan base that's going to follow you. If I'm a Chargers fan, I'm not driving no 2 hours. Well, it's only like 90 minutes. That's if everything is perfect. If the interstate opens up, it's 90 minutes.
Right.
But it's probably about 3.5, 4 hours. Chargers ain't got no fan base like that. They don't. I'm being honest. They should have just the money that they put to go into SoFi so they could be second class to the Rams. They should have just put that money into that stadium and built that right there. And the mascot. What the Raiders used to have. I don't know if that's
who is the Raiders mascot?
It used to be the black guy, the pirate guy with the shoulder pads.
Oh yeah.
Hey, hold on. Also, do the Chargers and the Rams have the same owner?
No, they play in the same building, SoFi Stadium. Stan Kroenke owns the Rams, and what's the guy named on the Chargers? Ash, him and his sister, Dean Spanos, and his sister. They own it. But Kroenke owns the Avalanche. He owns the Nuggets, and he owns Arsenal. I think he owns a soccer team too. I think it's Arsenal.
Hey, Kroenke, smooth as hell, man. When you meet him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like he fly. He fly. He a smooth dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Rapids. Oh yeah, he owns the soccer team. Colorado Rapids. Yeah. Joe.
What?
8 inmates are captured. 2 remains. The missing after more than a week on the run. The 8th inmate was captured in Baton Rouge and is back in custody. The 6th and 7th were arrested after leading law enforcement officers on several agencies on a high-speed chase through Huntsville, Texas. You know, Huntsville got the prison. That's where the big prison is right there. So they might just stop them off right there. Yeah. We don't need to worry about going back. We got y'all right here. Just drop you off at the hotel. Mm-hmm. All up. I think one guy was did a TikTok video. But he ain't been swimming on the law about 12 years.
Hey, you think that was real? That was up to date or that was old?
He got picked up? He ain't got picked up.
Nah. The one with the tattoos ain't get picked up yet.
The other one with tattoos, he just did a TikTok video today. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he out there talking about he ain't been swimming in 12 years. So he out there swimming, he living his best life.
Yeah. Listen, you know what? I mean, can the people around him get in trouble?
Hell yeah, aiding and abetting. Harboring a fugitive. Yeah. You're damn right.
You going to jail with him, Ocho?
Boy, listen. Him and Derek, dude with the tattoos. I think the dude named Derek. He ain't going back. I can tell you that. He ain't going back. I think his name Derek. Oh, he definitely ain't going back.
Yeah. You can get in trouble.
Hey.
Man, they got best. They got best and all, boy. Out of everybody, probably done messed up, man.
Oh yeah, because the guy that had he done got captured. The one that they thought was gonna be the last one to get caught. Nah. All right, we're gonna get you out of here on this one. The last segment of the evening is time for Q&A. No Rush 75 said, we strive, we thrive, no jive, Pacers in 5. Quizzy said, Cat and Ant on different teams, but going home at the same time. Pat Dove says, I'm looking forward to the Knicks getting bounced. Summertime in NYC is already enough shenanigans. Don't need to supersize the nonsense. Damn, P Dub, I thought you want them to go to the NBA Finals.
Man, you know them if the Knicks was the winner, you know with New York, they're gonna turn that thing upside down.
I told you what happened. If the Knicks was to go, let's say go to the finals, the Statue of Liberty gonna start walking and switch hands. The torch gonna switch hands.
Man, listen, they win the next game, it's gonna
Milo said the current NBA generation is so weak. Joe Johnson was a better player than Ant-Man, Brunson, and Haliburton. If only teams built around their players then like they do now.
Well, it's a different game now. Okay, Ocho. You know, when I came into the league, you had two traditional bigs. Your 4-man was not shooting a three. Your 5-man was not shooting a three. You played inside out. Yeah, that's how you play. Nowadays, if you need a scoring point guard, and that's who we're gonna play through. If you got a scoring point guard, a scoring 2, or a scoring 3, they don't play through the bigs no more. The bigs got to get it how they live. Hey, get that thing off the glass.
The only big that they play through is Yoke.
That's it. Him and Embiid. That's it.
Everybody else.
But they probably the only true centers that we have left in the game that can play with their back to the basket and face up.
Because at the time, Joe, there's only one guy that can shoot the ball at the 3, the big. That was Dirk. It wasn't no. He was the only stretch.
Yeah, because you look at it. Even Tim Duncan, KG, none of them dudes were shooting threes. No. They were problems, but they weren't shooting threes. Boy, they was masters back to the basket.
A1 Diggs said my boy Ocho got on them LeVar Burton shades on from Star Trek. What you got on, Ocho? Yeah.
I don't.
Colin says he asked the question, what do y'all think is going to happen first? Lions winning the Super Bowl or Ocho paying Unc his money?
Lions winning Super Bowl. I'm just keeping it real, man. I can't keep sitting here and tell y'all no lie now.
Come on, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
I just call it like I see it, Ocho.
But also, you don't see the other part. I've been trying to. I told Unc, there's many apps in the world. Technology has made it easy to make transactions much easier. Hey, Unc, do me a favor. Get Apple Pay, get Zelle, get Cash App, get any of it. I could have sent it right to him. He said he don't want to download it.
I'm trying to get Ocho to pay.
Hey, Unc old school, man. Look, you know, he think about the scamming and all that. Hey, he ain't about to do all that.
Joe. Come on now.
You know that man ain't about to do all that.
For him. Don't make no excuses.
I'm just keeping it real.
I'm honestly gonna tell you, I hadn't been on the computer. I can't tell you the last time I've been on the computer.
All right, hey, where your phone? Your phone right there by you, huh?
Yeah.
You got PayPal. Create an email. I can send you the money right now. It's simple.
I can't do it.
Hey, Joe.
I don't know how to create no email.
Joe, he don't want no money, Joe.
I don't know how to create no email.
Oh, come on, man.
Let me ask you a question. What makes you think I know how to create an email?
You got a team of 72 people.
Hold on. Ask Jordan. Y'all got to help.
Thank you, Joe.
Help him out. No. Help him out. Help Unc out.
Send it to Shelly.
Ocho, y'all been hanging out for quite some time. You done seen him on numerous occasions now. I ain't trying to get up in your business because they ain't what I do.
Joe, I don't carry no money, boy. I don't do that, boy. I carry $100 at a time. That's it. $100, $20 bills too. Yeah, I ain't the type that carry no cash, but Joe, that ain't me.
Okay.
I ain't never. Well, you got. Don't forget now. I know I've been moving a little different in 2025, but I'm still that same cheap. Yeah, that's me. I don't carry.
Man, give me my money, Ocho. Raheem Cunningham said, good night, Uncle Ocho and Joe. It's my mom's birthday today. Antoinette, could you wish her a happy birthday for me, please? We're big supporters. Love you all. Absolutely. Antoinette, happy birthday from your son, Raheem. He wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. Want to let you know just how special you are and how proud he is to be your son. So from Joe, Ocho, and Unc,
happy
everybody
birthday.
at Nightcap. Happy birthday, Antoinette.
Happy birthday.
Zay Trey said, hey, Ocho, can I get an invite to the wedding?
Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, we're going to be right. We're going to, shoot, but it's a long flight, boy.
Boy, I sure hope you ain't paid me my money. Watch what I do to that wedding cake.
Dude, unless you gonna come to come to Cambodia?
I don't have me my money. Watch what I do with that wedding cake.
All right,
I bet you get 100 million views.
200.
I'm saying you'll get at least 100 million views.
I got you.
I'm gonna tackle that wedding cake.
Hey Ocho, what color you wearing?
I think red, white with gold trim.
What?
Oh boy.
Yeah. All white with gold trimming with the red. You know, it's part of the culture. Part of the culture.
What culture?
Cambodian culture, man. I just said that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
I was like, you part of the ninja culture. I don't know what you.
So it's gonna be a mixture. We're gonna, you know, it's gonna
you gonna have bell bottoms, Ocho?
Yeah, you know I'm having
You got
my
the
belt.
bells, Ocho. You got the bells.
You know I'm having. Hey, you know, listen, I've been spiffy all year, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep it
yeah,
going.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, yeah. Think about, you know, GQ hit
I
me.
tell you what I'm gonna do. Don't give me my money. I tell you, my +1. Old friend of mine, Joe.
Who?
Yeah, he
Oh,
got
nah.
his mouth covered. You know, he got his mouth covered. Yeah. Don't put my 5,900.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, look. Hey,
Hey,
Ocho.
everybody invited.
No, okay.
Ocho.
Oh, everybody.
Everybody.
Ocho.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Ocho.
Okay.
That man him below the belt, Ocho.
Hey,
you need to get right.
As a matter of fact, I want 10. Hey, as a matter of fact, I want 10,000 now.
Nah. All right. Hey, listen, everybody invited.
Man, everybody ain't gonna be coming to no Cambodia.
It's good. I'll pay for the flights. You good? Don't worry about it.
You get married in Cambodia for real?
Yeah, where you thought I'm gonna get married at, boy?
I thought you already had a place in Jamaica.
Yeah, but I can't go back there because it's a completely different person now.
Say less, man.
Understood.
Understood.
That's how God works.
I sure wanted to go to Jamaica, Joe.
Oh, back there, I can sing you there. That ain't no problem. You still want to go to Jamaica? I can sing you there.
I do. I want to go to Jamaica so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sir Kate said, my guys, 2 questions. ISO Joe, is Tibbs on the hot seat after this season playoff run? Unc and Ocho, what's an earlier analysis on Josh Allen finally getting over the hump? Josh Allen and Lamar finally getting over the hump this year. Joe, you first. Is Tibbs on the hot seat?
I don't think he's gonna be on the hot seat.
So either.
I think he's done a pretty good job in getting them to where they at right now. Maybe they need to add a little more depth to their bench because I think running these dudes in the ground as they age, get a little older, man, it take a couple years off of you. Okay, you know what I mean?
And he playing those guys heavy minutes during the regular season. So it's gonna be. I don't think. Look, they knocked off the defending champs. They did it in 5 games. So I think that bought him another year.
I do too. I think he's gonna be all right. They got to get some help though. They got to get them boys some help off their bench because it's just too much pressure on Brunson and Cat to perform at the level that they need to perform at for them to be.
Yep.
Yeah, it's too hard, man. It's too challenging.
Ocho. Yeah. Josh Allen and Lamar getting over the hump this year.
Oh man, listen. If anybody get over the hump, it's gonna be my goddamn Bengals. Now, if there's anybody else that's gonna be in the hunt to actually get over the hump as well, it would be Lamar and it'd be goddamn Josh Allen. It's gonna come down to those 3 on the back end of things too. Whoever plays mistake-free football, when it matters most, they gonna get over the hump.
Yep.
I'm just hoping it's us. I'm hoping we on the good.
Well, Chase think you guys might need to play a little bit more in the preseason. So you don't start out slow.
I like when he said that. I like when he said that.
Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap as you watch the Indiana Pacers move one step closer to going to the NBA Finals. They're 1 win away from advancing to the NBA Finals thanks to a 130-121 victory over the New York Knicks. Tyrese Haliburton was sensational, 32 points, 12 assists, 15 assists, 12 rebounds, 0 turnovers. Pascal Siakam had 30 points. Aaron Nesmith had 16 points. Miles Turner had 13 points. And Benedict Mathurin played 12 minutes. Extremely aggressive. He had 20 points. As they move one step closer to going to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2000. Please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. And guys, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for always being here for Unc and Ocho, and now Joe, a part of this basketball coverage. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson, and the ISO man himself, Joe Johnson. Please make sure you check out Shea by La Portier. We do have it in stock, and if you can't find it in a city or state near you, Order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. So please grab yours while supplies last. Again, Pacers beat the Knicks to take a 3-1 series lead. Game 5, is in Madison Square Garden on Thursday night. The Pacers look to close it out. The Knicks look to extend it. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. He's Iso. See ya.
He's
We'll
out.
be back.
Ain't no telling. Thursday.